Vitality. Sit back, relax, and let's find out.
Sure you want to get relaxed?
No, sit forward, on edge.
Get prepped, eyebrows raised. Let's get ready for some action. Yes, a brand new map in the pool between the two. Couldn't think of a better time to do it. Big love to come through with the surprise vetoes. And we haven't seen one in a while, especially not with them versus Vitality. But look at this enormous flank. There's some big flanks. This one's a gigantic flank, okay? We've got the 2-player sprawl out coming in behind. Oh my god, all these T's. No one's looking. Oh! Wait, but will they expect
another?
Isn't Apex here too?
There was a second. Oh, god, there was another. There was like 3 CTs. Yeah, okay, they're just literally piled on top of one another. It's gonna be. Have you ever seen a gunfight here? Has there ever been 5 people at the same time in that damn room? What do you even call that?
Corridor.
Corridor is where all the kills come through. There's damage both directions, but Big come out worse for wear, better off. A 4v2, shots up close on short. Oh, but then it just gets turned right back around and somehow Vitality take it. RPK and Shocks, 2 kills apiece, getting ahead of the A hit. What a wild round to start.
That's exciting. Yeah, on a heat map of Vertigo, we've seen exactly 0 players die here. Today, we've seen 5. And then this hold, what is this about? The short shelf, they're like, okay, the only way we could blow this round is if we split up. Let's stick together no matter what side. We'll hope we'll be fine. But both Vitality players are waiting for that fallback. What can you say about that one? It's not going to be an easy map for Big, no matter where they went in the veto, it was always going to be difficult. They lose majority of the time here. But yeah, Vertigo is also not going to be free. It just comes down to what they've changed that Vitality don't know about. This is what we'll have to learn about when it comes to Vitality. But I am so ready. I am here to learn. Let's see what we got. Oh my goodness gracious. That's the perfect pream.
Searson on a scout.
Yeah, that was a crazy shot. My god.
Feels like it's better in his hands than anybody else. Apex falls away. Masuda, he gets wrecked by a deagle. That's not the first deagle kill. Oh, taps it. Okay. Okay. We've got the start of something special. We had Keto start the round with a Desert Eagle headshot through the wall, through the smoke, over at the base of B.
Round 2 says more than round 1. I don't care.
Good thing we didn't sit back and relax. Because I don't think Big are going to let us. Xantares, he finishes this. 4 players alive for Big Clan. They don't care that they ended up losing that 4v2 in the pistol because they bounced back. Look at this. That's how it all started. Keto ends up dying as well down to that B push. Tabson sees the guy on short, looks away, wrecks Masuda, and goes back for second servings.
As was brought up on the desk, Big got a 70% win conversion rate on pistol rounds and never lose the conversion. Looks like even when they lose the pistol round, they win and convert with pistols of their own. I think that's just going to be, yeah, that's kind of a shocking start. Some great oh my god, what's happening? It's already 4-4. Apex hits another one deep down the ramp. Rest of the players from Big, they look like they're going to try to pick on B. And we've got 2 players here ready to rotate, but wow, what a shot from Xantares. Masuda up to bat. He looks super sharp.
Headshots upon headshots for Big Clan. They extend into Masuda, take him down. CT's at a depth here. Keto gonna be that front runner. This was 3 kills for 4 kills now for Xantares. He's on for the ace. They're all headshots.
Run it down, Xan.
Apex is back here towards spawn.
They gotta give him the keys. Let him go after this, right?
Oh, they're running everywhere else, but he's just playing this as respectful as he has to.
Yeah, he's here to win the map. Some wonderful entry frags from Xantares. And they'll peel back. That's enough. Job done here on the B site. And it looks like Big will stabilize a little bit. Vitality will have to chill now. They can buy up some of the similar guns if they want to, but they forced up to try to steal it back. But only 1 single kill. And we'll really get to see what Big Clan's T-side looks like now.
Just a quick little easy highlight package from Xantares. They are all headshots. They're not all insta-kills, but just making sure these pistols get nothing for their efforts.
Oh, he's shooting back at the God angle.
Yeah, that's
calling
nice.
it the God angle, by the way.
That's what it is?
Well, when device is up on the pallet in the corner, that's the God angle.
Okay. Label it, trademark it, sell it to the masses. Vitality, still no buy. Still no buy.
They bought last round.
Of course. I want to see them full-fledged guns. An op-up, perhaps. Just Apex with $1,000 on him. Eagle and a nade. Masuda. He's the first player to take some damage, and then Zywoo as well. So Big doing a good job with the utility here to force back Team Vitality to take them down in terms of health. But we get Searson taking a bit of a risk. It's afforded to him. He peeks up into the elevator, can manage a second frag, and then Apex gets the better of him. Tizian sprays, Keto the same, and we have it just on Shock. So Big Clan 3-1 start.
You know, I've always thought Big would be a good Vertigo team. It's like that curious map pool for me where I'm like, Furia, why don't you play Dust 2? Where Big have some of the best HE grenades kind of outside of Strawless at the moment. We saw on the way here, they did such a good job of finding a lot of great HEs on Inferno. They used them to pick apart G2. And this is a map that's all about your HEs. It can be on both sides as well. It's all about that unconfirmed damage on Vertigo. Excuse me.
Forgot where we were?
That's like Inferno, Overpass, Garage, Vitality.
Good thing there's not 10 maps in the pool. Searson, op shot up to the top of a ramp, does not hit the mark, and he better be careful, because he's not the only guy swinging the AWP. The desk had a really nice piece in our pre-show talking about how, you know, the three best teams in the world right now, if you will allow me to call that Na'Vi, Astralis, and Vitality, well, they all have strong oppers. And Zywoo making an argument for himself as he gets the better of both Tabson and Searson. I think Searson is one of the challengers who can still try and go toe-to-toe. But not this round. Xantares to peel a player off of the B site. Shock should be activated. And if he swings around the side of Quad, he's got one man not looking at him. Easy pickup. Then the second as he sprays into Keto. Leaves it all on Tizian, takes him at a distance. Apex trades Vitality with a second round on the board.
Yeah, the nature of the site on B is just those timings. When do you go over to Quad? When do you fight behind the box? The timings, the flashes, the rotators coming in. It feels like the best way to fight is when you think the team is coming up to clear all the inside angles right here, looking towards the site. That's when you just gotta try to find or manufacture the timing. And multi-fragging is key. So a couple of kills between Zywoo, a couple of kills between him and Shocks, and they lock up that round. Big will give it another shot here. One nade to deny mid. They come up with two. Apex playing somewhat aggressive on the A ramp. Not overly, just a standard amount.
Oh,
that took a long time.
That was
perseverance pays off.
Yeah,
you just gotta believe, as Gerrit would say.
Yeah, spray to the end. Spray to the very end. It's a matter of mathematics. Odds are you'll get there. They walk away from the base of B. This does still draw Vitality closer towards that side of the map. Very much on Zywoo with 3 players down here. Minute on the clock. They run boost a player over. Zywoo, will he take a chance? Warns them. Do not come closer. And they heed that warning, in fact. They try to walk over closer to the B site where Shots gets aggressive and costs himself his own life. Will it cost Vitality the round? They've still got RPK here on damage control. He sees 3. Takes down Tapson, gets challenged by Xantares, and then finally, we get the answer back from Big. Zywoo, he's made it over in time, misses his shot, however. He's low health. Apex gets the better of Keto. It is all on Tizian. AWP versus 2, 20 seconds on the clock. Smoke in front of him. If he wants to get cheeky and play around it, he sees defeat. Nice shot and a second chance. But Apex gets the better of him, takes him down. A second kill on the round.
Oh, you got to give him a nice try for that one.
Vitality tie at 3.
Gotta love how he found those feet. And then he went for the second kill. So close. Very good try. RPK, a tank, of course. He finds that timing, talking about. As soon as they're kind of running up into the site, that's when you need to peek them. Coming into B, and they just trade out effectively. Second guy couldn't kill RBK. That's the one. That's the one that changes the round. Sets up Tizian nice in the 2v2. Tizian ran it down versus G2 the other day. He was amazing, and as was brought up on the desk, he's either amazing or awful. Like it's really like kind of, honestly, I'm not sure that in terms of his overall stats that that's true. Probably the most consistent on Big in terms of his stat line, like not very impressive, but just kind of hovering around 1.0, something like that throughout his career, if I'm remembering his graph correctly. But I think it's definitely true that when he's taking over, when he can take over versus a team like G2, that means he can do it versus anybody, first of all. And if that's possible, and that's the Tizian we have right now, if those pineapples and mangoes during the break are working, keep those pineapples and mangoes going. Because, yeah, at this point, I think, you know, I made the mistake of characterizing Big as an underdog, and it does feel like we're supposed to just give the edge to G2 with Nico these days. But, you know, Big have done nothing but impress. I think G2 disappointed in their game versus Big, but at the same time, Big showed us a lot of great stuff that, you know, should earn our respect.
They're going to walk into this. CT's getting a little close. RPK takes an immediate dink. Still able to get himself 2 kills. They're going to try and desperately challenge, but that is just crunch time from Vitality. Very well timed as Big Clan were slowly working into A.
Yeah, this will be a very telling game for Vitality, you know, depending on their story. At this point, it's their tournament to lose. Like, even though Big are meeting them upper bracket, this is definitely Vitality with a favor in the head-to-head of the showing what they've shown in this tournament already. They clearly are looking like their absolute peak form coming into the last event for them of the year. Are Vitality going to the Global Challenge?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. So
yeah, they should be on
one more after this.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Big as well, to be fair.
Right. So the last couple weeks of the year, and Apex, he'll sit out here, get some damage in. Shocks, he's here to catch B lurkers, and it looks like he will. Actually, Keto gets caught from 2 different angles.
RPK up on that wooden wall, combined nicely.
He wants to get opt. Oh, but he won't. My God.
That's a Xantares
insane. Jesus.
10 and 4. Apex falls back a little bit. Locks in behind the boxes. Perfect grenade from Masuda. Kills Xantares and gets the assist onto Tabson. Oh, but Tizian, he's able to get a nice headshot back the other direction. Man advantage still being held onto by Vitality, but that third piece of the puzzle for the CT side, well, it's on the other side of the map at B. They're going to find their default plant. Incendiary gets them off of it with minimal damage taken. We do have the threat of Shocks coming in from behind, and Tizian just got hit hard. He's now on 12 health. There's a matter of timing here from Shocks. If the players on the site can draw the attention of Big Clan, then he can just walk in and clean this up. But Searson has been afforded a chance to work over to short, met by the smoke grenade. He could hug that wall. If he hugs the wall outside of the smoke, then that is what he can have. But Shocks, he finds his timing on the flank, turns it into Tizian, takes down 2, and gives Vitality their 5th.
Well, perfectly timed flank from Shocks. Down the ramp, waited, just made sure not to get off by Searson, and then found the point in the round where the retake comes in. Searson has no choice but to join up to try to make sure that it doesn't become, you know, a 3v1 versus him and get a kill early, and then Shocks locks it down. Searson gets a shot, Shocks gets his kill in. It's the perfect string of events for the team that's winning in the 3v2. So you'd love to see that from Vitality. Money stripped here from Big Clan. They'll reinvest, they'll buy some grenades at least. 3 to 5, not out of the half, but yeah, I mean, Vitality, nothing but good things to say about the individuals specifically. Looking very even strength these days. No one's lagging behind. RPK, one of the strongest performers at the moment. And they were winning even when Apex said the game was awful the other day. Those are 2 nades taken from 100 to 0, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Wow. This couldn't have been more well placed. And this is what's going to separate your Vertigo from other teams, how good your utility usage is, period. Well, a lot of the rounds will just come down to the clock, honestly. The clock, the smokes, and the impact grenades.
All right, it's a nice calm chance to walk into the B site. But you do have this player up close. That's RPK. Got to be cautious of this guy. Can suddenly be the absolute top fragger. We got two guys trying to jump up. Audio must have been heard there for RPK to begin firing off, and he gets just rushed down by the P250. Taps coming out from Searson. Smokes coming out from Big. Shot from Shocks on the mark. That is Searson down. And now he just continues to shoot off because he's protected by his two teammates just a little bit back behind him. Bomb is in, of course. mvpsi taking the challenge, taking the damage, but ultimately hanging on to the man advantage. Tizian, nice angle, jumps on top of the orange box, and now he's got these last two CTs locked in behind green, and he wants to take this fight on his own accord. A headshot into Zywoo. mvpsi awkwardly stuck in the open, gets blasted back by Keto. Big, with just pistols, take a fourth round.
Yo, amazing from Tizian. Does not let them close him off on the default box. He takes a risk by coming out. They both push the left side of the generator, outplays him completely, and then sprays down the guy who's full HP. Other one has basically nothing, and these are the maybe a spamming grenade to kill Xantares early on, or sorry, from Xantares early on. This is so good. What a 2v2.
That's an important round.
Yeah, it is.
Very important. Because Vitality are starting to go on a bit of a tear.
You're not going to get RPK like that for free every day.
No. So when you do get him, make sure you follow through with a round win. Look what it leaves the CTs with. Not too much once Tabson takes down two. A site open for the taking. Shock's patience could pay off. But Tizian's got ice in his veins.
My God.
A couple of gargoyles here on mid.
I feel like Shocks does not move.
Oh, and he gets rewarded for it. Meanwhile, of course, the A site has fallen, and Big Clan will absolutely maximize the moment. 5 rounds each if Vitality don't go for this retake, and they're not even going to try it.
All it comes down to 2 kills on the A ramp, and I guess, you know, Shocks is already mentally checked out, thinking about the next round. Just like, I'll hold this, and we can save. If there's any lurker, I get a free one. Big, they'll win the round. This spray down. I think there's an incidental kill on the second player. He wasn't asking for it. He didn't want all that smoke, but he was just there in the line of fire. And Big will take it 5-5. Things get very interesting. I don't know. We're in a real trap situation here economically for Vitality, where they've got an AWP, they've got an AK, they've got an MP9, and they probably want to try to protect their investment in the AWP, but they have a similar buy to what they just had, and they'll be low on grenades overall. I think it might make sense just to go for pistols. Here's the great spray from Tizian. Trap Tabson. Tabian.
Tabby Cat. Tactical timeout from Vitality.
Yeah, I think the question is, do they want to... I think there's no bad answer here. They could upgrade behind it, but it would be weird considering what we just saw. And they could still win if they just, you know, spend $300 on a couple of P250s and then saved. And then just use the AWP and then the other guns behind it.
Sure.
At this point, it's, what, 3 in a row for... Or 2, maybe 3 with this round for Big. So...
Yeah, an extra $1,000 splashed around Vitality just for,
yeah.
It was body armor on Shocks, no helmet.
If they could afford more rifles, it would probably make sense.
And a smoke for mvpsi. That must have a plan behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're light on grenades here.
He's going to throw it for the A ramp. So that could curb back this early aggression. We see these two Ts trying to run for it. They create a bit of uncertainty by throwing a smoke of their own. Maybe there's guys behind this yellow tarp. Shocks does not know. Not the case, of course. We start to see Big inch closer to the B site.
Holy.
This is where Vitality have stacked up. And what do they have stacked here? That MP9 is in position alongside the pistol of Zywoo. Not to mention, okay, yeah, mvpsi, he is here. He's behind the orange boxes.
Yeah, there's all 4 basically.
Oh, man. Of course, that 4th player over towards middle, that's just Apex with the USP, making sure nobody comes to split this. What they need to focus on is this exact hit. RPK, perfect! And there's still 3 Ts. You know they want some, and mvpsi's gonna dish out the damage, falling for the trap. It is a slaughter on the B ramp.
Oh, it was a perfect read. I mean, they go for the gamble. They throw the smoke down at the A ramp. Then it gets canceled out by Biggs, but there wasn't anyone there from Vitality that ever planned to go down for A control. They didn't change their plan at all. And Synchronous jumping up on the half wall. And RPK, he won't lose that duel this time. He's got a worse gun, but he's closer up. and he sees them. He knows they're there.
So Big and Vitality, 1 for 1 in terms of winning rounds they shouldn't.
Yeah.
2 for 1, perhaps. I forgot. Team Vitality, they won pistol. But alas, we're right back, and they want a piece of this B bomb site. RPK still lining up bodies, but doesn't quite topple tabseN.
They're eating some of the flashes, so they're trying to continue on with this exec. But then tabseN goes to throw his own flash and then cannot run in with it, so it slows down. And people start to rotate in closer.
2 players trying to extend around the cusp of this. It's tough sometimes. Getting beyond this one angle definitely helps when Searson picks up a kill. And now Keto can get that bomb plant. Apex, he goes for the bank nade. Flashbang, not going to interrupt too much. That one's on point.
Wow, they actually won through with the spam duels.
Searson's got the deep angle. That's a T-side smoke that blocks off his vision. If they were still going for the retake, it could have been used against them. But Vitality have decided to concede.
The spams in through the smoke look really strong for Vitality, but the answer back was even better for Big Clan. Plus the op of Searson really opened up the site completely, and yeah, that's it. Just became rotators. They all ran out of grenades. They at least killed the guy planting the bomb, but it was already a step too late at that point. And maybe they rush it down if that guy, another guy goes in for the plant, but crazy Big bring that back. RPK does enormous damage on this first push for getting caught off guard. tabseN low, and then when the rush gets disjointed because of the first flash, it looked like Vitality were going to take control of things. But look at the spam back. Tizian again, another key frag in the B entry.
Back and forth we go. All tied up at 6. 3 rounds left to play out. Slightly better economy here for Big. Shocks. What's he up to? Oh, he's hiding behind this mid pillar. Didn't even see him. Oh, and they don't see him either, but they still start to take him down, call out the position, and get the second frag. Big Clan picking up big kills here in mid.
So nice for Searson to be aware of where the next fight's going to come from. Not get tunnel visioned. And they'll try to build momentum off these 2 kills. Going for the boost, falling back now, thinking about what to do next. Vitality are also on the same wavelength. They're starting to push down the A ramp. Are they flanking at this point? No, they're actually just rotating around to clear out short shelf. But it looks like Big, they might... Are they going to go towards B? No, they just throw some nades. So they are, you know, Vitality reading this right.
They just looked away from Zywoo. Searson trades it.
Surely they go back now.
But there's still 2 CTs. Searson's going to make some noise here, trying to sell a fake, but this does draw both the attention of RPK and Apex. They will get their reward in terms of the frag, but they've lost the round because we've got the bomb plant on B.
Yeah, pull up a lazy boy. They got to take a seat. They're already out of the round. That's, you know, nice plays from here from Big. They use 2 players for the information, but again, it's just once that's done, it's fine. They pick the empty site. So a little bit better not run into the stack this time. Vitality have been calling good gambles, but see such strong starts into these rounds from Big Clan, starting to really catch up to Vitality.
Goes for a little peek, RPK. Not going to let you get away with that one.
I mean, they look every bit as good as Vitality at the moment. We've seen some good rounds back and forth. The scoreline represents it.
Haven't had Big in a lead for quite some time. That's where they're going to be here, trying to finish off this first half. Searson staying focused, anticipating that follow-up peek. Here's the trade frag onto Zywoo. That's a big one. Looked like Zywoo is going to get the better of the timing.
Investment late buy here for Masuda. They all will purchase up into this round. Couple coming down mid like a semi-truck, but they'll start to get pushed back. The smokes are here, the nades to fend him off, and there's not going to be any A-ramp control here. I think Vitality will be very uncomfortable, and all the while, they're also pushing out towards mid, man. Big are making moves.
They just feel everywhere at all times. I've not seen any portion of the map really neglected from Big's T side.
That's great. They needed barely any utility just to take control of the A-ramp, and they squeeze mid at the same time. So RPK, he's had a lot to do. I've been pretty impressed. You know, he's able to get these kills with no support, sometimes getting caught out of position. But it never seems to be quite enough at that point.
Trying to keep his head down. Shock slips down into the bottom of the B ramp. He's got 2 AKs on the other side and does good enough damage. Searson's going to find Masuda rotating through middle. It is all on Zywoo, and this op could be valuable for the final round of the first half. No way he wins the 1v5.
They're getting played with, man.
Big.
I mean, it's only getting better and better here for Big. Right?
Very clearly prepared to be playing Vertigo
Definitely.
tonight.
I mean, they picked it. They look at all the kills. They're all in different parts of the map. Tapson goes for his lurk, but I think this was part of the Astralis magic on Vertigo, that they were able to open up both sites in their defaults and go through with these kind of one-player moves. And the way they made it seem was like there was heavy presence on the A ramp, which is good. And they even came out mid-late as well. Just everything goes wrong. No save potential, and you better believe that Vitality need it. They are down to MP9s. 4 MP9s and a FAMAS.
You put 4 of those together, you get 1 M4.
This is nothing short of a disaster for Vitality.
Low utility as well, but let's see. Big Clan gunning for that 9-6 T half. Searson through the smoke. Takes Apex out of this one. We get that double man peek, though, through B stairs. Xantares watches Keto die, and he has no chance to trade unless he takes a risk of his own. And he is playing up close. 2 duels going the way of Vitality off of the B steps. Then they throw a player down, get that AK upgrade, and fall back. So better firepower and information here for Vitality to try and hold on in a 4v3 to close this half. Tizian, though, he's boosted up in middle. You know damn well he could catch a player on the rotate, but he did just miss RPK as he crossed over into the elevator. Shox is going to be left alone on B. He's got players coming at him.
This spot's good for a lot of damage. You know, we'll see how it goes.
They're not going to go for the boost that we have seen a couple of times. Shox just waiting like a shark here. And sure enough, bomb carrier dropped. Further info, and that rotate begins to come back. But Tizian, he's still in mid. Gets 1 player for his efforts. Shoxy locks down the B site. Vitality take a 7th.
It's versus Virtus Pro. Don't actually know off memory how good they are on it. But it's this second half, I think, which is the biggest problem for them normally. It goes from a 51% win rate on the T side to a 41% win rate on CT side. So I'm sure Vitality are going to be aware of this, but let's see what improvements Big have made here in the second half.
Well, that's how you start off.
Xantares go kill.
It's as simple as that sometimes. But then, you know what? They've got an answer on Vitality's side of this. That's Zywoo. And RPK as well. We saw a 2 versus 4 pistol round win for Vitality in the first half. And now they've got a little bit of an edge here on the A site. Keto and Searson looking to take down the last 3 Ts. And Zywoo, he's going to get himself another. We're into the 1v1. Masuda with the bomb plant. Big Clan, their pistol round percentage is impressive. Their conversions just as solid. But they're going to need Keto to pop this head off Masuda. He looks away, sees the leg, can't get it back in time, and Keto takes him down. Armor with utility. Keto had all the tools he needed to win this, and he instead relied on aim.
What's actually really funny about that is their pistol round win percentage. Sorry to just contradict you over and over again, but their pistol round win percentage in the tournament 70%. On Vertigo, it's 30%.
Ugh.
Yeah, so they've been struggling. So this is actually pretty good for them, of course. And this is a little bit of a labored duel here. But it honestly, with the bomb plant, it doesn't make too much of an impact. That's the big one. The round itself is good to win the 1v1. And they have been flawless on conversions. So we'll see if that's the case here. And now they're even able to convert after losing the pistol in the first half, which might as well bring their pistol round percent win up with that stat alone. But we'll see what's going on. The buy is very healthy here for Vitality. Interesting. We're going to go for the deep smoke. Trying to make Shox uncomfortable. They're throwing some counter flashes to deny the push. Shox gets caught off. They see 3. Tapson still up close, and Xantares fragging from the back. My goodness.
Making that look easy. RPK 2 headshots back. Searson not going to miss these scout shots. 3 for 3 as he topples down those last 2 players of Vitality. Look at that.
Please.
Look at that pile of bodies.
They keep trolling each other. They can't decide if they want to do high fives or dabs. I love that. Usually it's Tapson trolling, but now Tizian's the troller.
You got to get him back.
Look at this. He's like, get yourself together, man. I'm repeaking.
Trolly holies.
No time for you to make your mind up. Nice shots from Xantares.
Big Clan double digits, 3-round lead.
Okay. RBK did his best to refrag. He got 2. That wasn't enough. No, you got the Searson in the back. This man went from scout to MP9.
Jack of all trades. Zywoo gonna run it up with that burst shot Glock. And, oh my
Tell me how.
God.
Tell me how he almost did that.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah. Good to get the first.
Tabson now fully extended. The double fist bump. Long range. Hey, Navera.
Shaved the beard.
Yeah, cleaned up nicely.
Like Pimp. Pimp shaved. I'm wearing Pimp's jacket today. Pimp's wearing my jacket today.
That's cute.
Yeah. I don't want to say
married?
he looks better than me in my red jacket, but all I'm going to say is my jacket. So don't get too comfy, Pimp.
Tizian gonna push down to the bottom of the B site. He finds RPK, and he gets killed for it. Frag grenade goes deep. Can't quite finish off the tank. He's got that heavy plated armor. Zywoo getting the better of Tabson. 5 versus 3 advantage for Vitality in their first gun round.
Well, let's see if it's an easy path to finish. Here's where Big should probably try to take some kind of risk. But they are spread out evenly, like butter on toast. Shock's coming up the A ramp. He'll spot. Ooh, Jesus.
Didn't see that coming, huh?
Yeah, man. When it's calm, sometimes Shox is just such an artist with that rifle. Clean stuff. They'll go for the save. Searson has got that precious op. And nearly equally the precious AUG as well. We're seeing this gun come way back into the meta. It's becoming way more standard to see at least one, most CT rifle rounds on most maps. It's just a powerful weapon. It's very, very good. The ACOG as well. I mean, it actually makes such a huge difference for some of the distance duels.
I think if you need to be convinced by it, you go back and you watch that simple 21 1/2 on Nuke versus Astralis.
That's an AUG commercial. It's an infomercial because it's so long, but he basically just...
You will be sold.
Yeah.
It is not a pyramid scheme. It's the real deal.
It's the real deal for sure. Oof.
Nice shot by Zywoo.
He was really good on that specific fight. Wow. That was so cool. That was a frag movie.
And we got a now 3-round edge for Big. Over 100 ADR for both Xantares and RPK.
And you can feel it. You can definitely feel it with both of them. Massive, massive impact. Multi-kills. They're the hardest players to trade at the moment. It's a missed AG, but it wouldn't have hit anybody anyway. Let's see if they win the A ramp now.
Oh, nope.
Oh, that's actually such a strong peak. They waited vertically stacked for that set.
Yeah,
that setup.
diagonally.
Searson went cross-eyed coming into that peak. He didn't know where to go with it. So that is such a valuable target to take down first. And now the Hail Mary movements here as Tabson looks to refrag.
He's going to lay the smoke down. Shock's just on the other side of it. He is also working alongside Xantares, who's just hugging the side of the crane and hanging on. Tizian inching closer to top middle. Apex, he's going to get bested by Xantares on the wall bang.
My goodness.
That is a way to take back the edge. We still have Masuda working around downstairs, making sure the ladder's not being pushed because Tizian is getting into the top of it. It was just checked by Vitality, but they leave, and that bomb's in the open. Tizian sees it. Shox is crossing with no gun out, and that is now a man advantage with a molly on top of bomb. It's going to burn time off of the clock. Zywoo, oh, he just looked away.
I think the smoke comes down anyway. Whose was it, though? Was that the CT smoke? Oh, look at Tizian. He's getting curious here. And he will, actually take Masuda out. No fight back whatsoever. He's doing a great job lurking now.
Tizian just attacking them from above, from beneath. As far as Vitality are concerned, he's inside the walls. Let's see it. Hard hitters here for Vitality in a 2v4. Tizian gets softened up ever so slightly. Wait. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Yeah, he was in a good spot, but he won't get that collapse. Oh, so much damage. That's actually so close. Either one of those kills opens up the round a little bit, but for 4v2, of course, you'd expect Big to win it. No economic damage here from Vitality even. A very, very strong CT rifle round. With the help of everybody, really. Was that Searson dying to that double peek at first, and then they really brought it back this hard?
Yes, yes, sir.
So,
that diagonal head stack.
all because of Tizian here. Look at this. I was sick. And then he came back through spawn and took down Masuda as well.
Yeah, and Masuda had just finished clearing that.
Tizian went back up the ladder, pushed through mid, looked down the stairs. Here it is.
Comes at him from a different angle.
He doesn't even get a bullet off Masuda. He doesn't know where to look.
Yeah, Masuda was thinking maybe he had gone from the bottom of the ladder into the depths of the T-spawn. Not the case. Very nice
read of the
sleight of
situation.
hand from Tizian, I'll say. Coming at it very unexpectedly from above.
Powerful to find those openings.
So a 12-8 score. That is only one T round from Vitality so far. Instantly answered back. Of course, they still have everything they need to buy. And with 3 rounds of loss bonus and a little bit of extra money in the bank, Vitality, they're not completely broken here. Don't think of that. Big. However, looking to smash them quick on this opening map. RPK to challenge B yet again. Keto not going to get too risky.
This will be a big test for RPK. They're going to need to rely on some of his lurk openings, sometimes the boost that comes in. And it's about controlling the extremities of both the A ramp and B off the grate and off the wood wall. And you can see Zywoo is a really, really strong opper from this specific angle. Well, Xantares comes through with another opening kill. A scary situation for Masuda. He's going to peek right into the bullets here from the CT up top.
Low health.
Now he has to worry about fallback grenades, honestly.
Dodges the flashbang for the time being. Team Vitality very split up all across the map. This is a war being fought on multiple fronts.
Oh my goodness.
A single shot lands there versus Masuda, and he is dead. But we've got Apex instead behind the sandbags. Zywoo's going to flush Xantares off the position. Smoke grenade goes down in the meantime. Apex activates.
Oh my god.
Oh, he sees 2. He's going to shoot over. Searson recovers. That is a huge recovery. That could have been all they needed. RPK, he's lost his head. Zywoo out in the open, dropping op shots. And it is all on Masuda. A 13th round for Big looking likely. But that is a nice one. Just to warn them. If only he had 100 health, maybe we could believe. But with 15 seconds left, bomb exposed, and only Tabson hurt, it's a rough spot for Masuda. He walks in, though, catching another headshot. That's Tizian now down. Bomb could be offered over. Tabson could jump up. It's a fake plant once. Now he needs the commitment, and Tabson finds him. It is a 13th, sure enough, for Big.
I guess he didn't, he didn't know who was up there, so... Well, okay, it's the first kill again for Xantares. Last time through the yellow. And this is such an awkward moment where Apex almost gets both the opper and the second player, but they stay alive. Rotations come through. Apex drops the ball a little bit. Well, and I want to say, like, he could have just shot at the first guy and got traded out 1-for-1. So he does an even better play, but he unfortunately cannot get both kills. Thinks he got the first one, couldn't get it. But yeah, Big have other ways to win that round. Even if he does get both those kills, still a chance they lose. Xantares been very consistent down the ramp, and he's looking for more action.
Yeah, those 2 Ts in the same corner. They're just locked into that position. Tabson, he's going to walk in on them. They put out the Molotov. Once it lands on their feet, and Tabson slips into the corner.
Assist him in here.
Oh, he's going to have a handful. They start crossing over. He only gets the first one. Xantares good for the 2. Nice spray down deep. Second T now equipped with an AK. That's RPK ready to fight alongside Masuda. Man advantage for Big. More than a minute to work with, though. Plenty of time. But Tizian, this consistency in the flanks. Oh, it's a little bit rough, but he gets it. And he doesn't take any damage, so really he is fine. And sure enough, Keto is here alongside him. Big Clan, 14-8.
Yeah, as you mentioned, they got 41% win conversion on CT side, and Vitality are struggling. They're not hitting nearly as many shots.
Shock's losing his mind.
Great transfer all the way down, deep down into Mariana's trench. That was nasty from Xantares.
Tizian finding him off guard.
And they have 2 outs on the flank as well.
I do respect every time Shox is raging, he's muting his mic first. That's a good teammate.
I mean, as you should, always.
It's a good teammate.
Yeah, hopefully they all do that. I know there's some pro players that go,
Oh, that's the worst.
On the mic.
That is the worst. Joey, if you're listening.
There's nothing worse than that. Do we call him Joey?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a...
Yeah, it's one of those.
Let you know about his frustration. I could basically smell that.
Yeah. He's also one of those guys that gets very scared. You ever play with those kinds of gamers? Yeah, they're always... Yeah, exactly that. But, hey, he's got a danger zone. And he's a really nice guy. Single AK for Apex.
You're not making up for this. You called him out live on stream.
I did, yeah. Now I feel bad about it. Oh, I'm an awful friend. Xantares continuing to improve
Name one
those
bad
stats.
thing about yourself.
One bad thing about myself?
If you can't think of anything, you're a narcissist.
Uh-oh. Searson, up shot into Zywoo. Down he goes. Down he goes real quick. Big. They're just keeping this pressure up. It's been on the T side, the CT side. They are not shying away from the engagements.
Yeah, it's working out nicely. And with the way they're timing the flanks now, they're just full control, right? Full conditioning, full control. Rounds in a row. Taps in. Oh, wow, that's such a nice adjustment.
Still has
off transfer.
All good for two. Xantares taking it away. RPK still stands for the time being. Searson's going to bag him.
Damn, they got like
15 for big. A single T round for Vitality.
Well, that big slap. That was like the M4 adjustment we're about to see in the replay. Nice opening. Here it is. Big, woof, wafty spray over with the limited mag of the M4 A1S. Always scary when you have to do something like that. It's frustrating. Oh, a little baby rage there. It's frustrating when everything's working for the other team.
Sure enough.
Understandable.
And taps it. Well, we just saw him laughing away, having a grand old time tonight. But he gets traded by Zywoo. Man advantage for Vitality.
Guys got 2 broken legs on Apex and Zywoo. They got nothing left.
Gonna have to drag themselves over to the B site. Utility over top to the very tip of the B site. That's Apex's flash from middle into the eyes of Keto. Really nice utility usage here from Vitality to put the B site in question. But Xantares, he's still sticking around.
These guys are about to 2v4. Look at the HP here.
Yeah, it's so low. Molotov pops in front of Xantares. Searson, he's going to get Apex elsewhere. And, oh, now Masuda's down low.
Oh, good to put the strong guy out in front. Searson can't actually go for this now. Whoa.
Leaves the op. So actually.
Oh, man. Well, Stretch Armstrong over here. How can you do that, man? He's walking up the ladder with 2 legs and reaches for the op. Nerf the E button. No, please don't do that. Zywoo, Masuda, Shocks. 3 of them got less health than Searson. Especially now. Searson trying to even it up.
Might as well make these fights fair. Vitality, they'll get that 9th one. But, I mean, we all saw it. Very little HP for some of those players means that one could have gone the other direction. This was that first gunfight that gave them the man advantage. Zywoo trading out RPK. 2 players from Big looking for those gunfights. And, well, they got what they wanted. CT pause.
These 2, Tabs and Tizian. That's a mood. These guys are having fun. So Tabson said once, he said, you know, we're like, well, why aren't you going to a better team? You know, you're playing with Big. They're like, you know, lacking on talent for a team that's in the top 5 or whatever. And he said, I play better when I play with my friends. So he just loves his team, basically, and wants that to be known. Like, you know, maybe if you went to another team that just specifically had better talent, you know, taps into phase or some adjustment like that, that was purely following, you know, to get more talent. So I think from his own mouth, he says, that doesn't guarantee that I'm going to play better. That doesn't guarantee that we'll be the better team. That's better. Screw these super teams.
So he elevates those around him. And elevated they are. Xantares and Searson both above 20 kills. 23 and 21 apiece. Tabson on 19, about to join them This is a very quick round from Vitality. They find 0 resistance in mid. Keto burning RPK. The utility is on point, and so are Big Clan. They gunned down 4 players. Vitality relying on Zywoo to come in with the 1v5. And he may be good. But is he as good as Floppy? He's got himself the 3rd kill. And now all of a sudden, Big are like, wait, it's Zywoo. And Tabson, oh, he's going to be able to close it. Big do get there in the end. Vertigo making an appearance in this map veto left us with some questions.